What's up, Jurisco gang? Have y'all heard of the new ESG football game dropping this fall? Oh, it's also free to play. 11 versus 11, all user, and 7v7. Make sure you guys check it out when it drops. What's going on, Jurisco gang? Coming at y'all with another banger, boys. And today, we have 5 huge Madden 24 Superstar Showdown tips that'll help y'all start winning a lot more games. Things like best settings, how to do the kick pass, and everything in there. Let's go hop into it. Now, getting straight into the video, boys. So at tip number 1, the first tip I do in the show, boys, is going to be my settings. So settings is going to be the first thing you want to go ahead and touch when you hop into Madden, because your settings are going to, play a huge part in how you play and things of that nature. So looking at my settings, first thing is going to be my passing mechanics. Now, I showed y'all this in my last video, my last tip video. We talked about QB tips. We showed y'all the freeform, settings right here. So my settings right here are going to be placement, and then we're going to have near on the freeform vertical max distance, and then we're going to have freeform vertical speed is 10 out of 20. Now, you go lower if you want to go 9, if you want to go 8, you go lower if you're not comfortable while using this, but 100% have this on. Do not go classic. I don't even recommend placement and accuracy. I think placement is the best way to go. Like I said, I go 10 out of 20, but do whatever you're comfortable with. 100% the way to go there. Now, also, we also have some auto flip stuff down here. So auto flip, I have this on. Defensive ball hawk, we have this on. Also, heat seeker and defensive assist have this off. Defensive heat seeker, you're gonna notice in Showdown have this off, because it basically like messes up when you're trying to make a tackle and stuff like that. So have this off, and have defensive switch assist off also. Now, another one that's gonna also affect every single mode, especially Superstar Showdown, is going to be right here. You're gonna see the visible feedback section. On field visible feedback, I have this on. Defensive pass coverage visual assist, I have this on also. And for the receiver one, I also have this on. So basically, this is gonna help whenever someone's trying to press you, or you're trying to press somebody and things of that nature. It's gonna show a little button, and it's kind of gonna show when you're kind of like in front of somebody, and when when you're able to actually press them. So I have both of these on. It kind of just helps you out when when you're pressing or trying to beat the press. Have both of those on. Also, let me go down here. My camera toggle is on. Passing cam on. Offensive camera settings, I have both of these on standard, and then the cinematic, I have player lock for cinematic on both of these also. Now, I don't know why in Superstar Showdown your camera always resets. I think it's a glitch, but once again, I have these on standard, and then cinematic. Also, dynamic camera effects, have this off also. Have dynamic camera effects, have that off. You do not want to have that on at all. Now, we're getting the tip number 2 for y'all boys. It's gonna be the one-timer, aka the kick pass. So right here, you're gonna see in this clip, you're gonna see you're gonna see how I do the kick pass right there. Hey, look, bro, it's probably one of the best mechanics in this game. It's super flashy. It looks insane when you do it. There's a bunch of animations for it also. So basically how you're gonna do it is, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to bring y'all this video on how to do it like way earlier, but it's very hard to do it this year. It's like very hard to pull it off. For some reason, they don't show you even how to do it. Usually in Madden 21, Madden 22, Madden 23, the years of the yard, they would show you how to do it in the main menu. But this year they don't even show you how to do it. I didn't even know it was a thing in the game until I seen a clip of it. So boom, how do you do it? It's gonna be the LB button LB on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation. LB and then the receiver icon. So when you do it, so boom. So right here, you're gonna see I did it off a pitch too. It could be a pitch or a pass, and you can still do it. So see right here, my boy Tampa, he pitched the ball to me, and I noticed the ball was gonna go out of bounds. So what I did was, and I didn't even mean to do it either. What I did was, like I said, I pressed LB as the ball was coming to me. So right here, this is, I would say about right here. About right here is when I pressed LB / L1. Once you do that, you're gonna also press the receiver icon. So the dude I kicked the ball to, his receiver icon was X. So I did LB and X as the ball was coming towards me. I pressed them at the same exact time, and you have to really time this, bro. It's all about timing. As the ball was like halfway to me, I LB'd an X, and it allowed me to kick the ball to him. So boom, you see right here, I get a little kick back animation, and you see I was able to kick the ball to him. If it's not X, then it's A. So like I said, you have to know what your receiver icon is. My receiver icon was A. So if my dog Rail right here, if he was gonna do it to me, it's gonna be LB then A. But like I said, since I was kicking it to him, it's LB then X. So you have to just know what your receiver icon is, know what like I said, what button you are, and that's gonna be how you do it. Like I said, this is very, very hard. The best way I would say to practice is with teammates. Don't practice this, and solos or against the CPU. No, practice this against actual teammates, with your actual teammates, it's a lot easier to do it with, you know, actual people, with real people. So I would say practice it with real people 100%. And like I said, there's a lot of animations. There's like, you know, a headbutt animation. There's like a kick forward. There's so many different animations that come with, you know, doing this one timer. I'm not gonna lie, they could pass this game as FIFA, my boy. They could really pass this game as a FIFA game because of how many kick bar animations there are. Very, very hard to pull off, but as long as you practice it, try to do it as much as possible. Try to get the timing down. You can do it. Don't be mad if you don't do it the first or second time or even the third time. Do not be mad because once again, this took a long time. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to do this ever since the game dropped because I knew it was in the game, but I just didn't know how to do it. I was getting the tip number 3 I got for y'all boys, gonna be pitching, boys. So if you've been playing this game since day 1 or whatever it is, you know pitching in this game has been absolutely OP. It's one of the best things to do in this mode, and it's really more OP in this mode. Like pitching in this is way different than pitching in, you know, CFMs or, you know, regs or MUT. It's way different in this mode only because there's only users. So whenever you pitch the ball, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna travel directly to, you know, your other user on the field, the other player on your team, and it's super duper OP. So when you're doing the pitch, it's gonna be the LB button or, you know, the L1. It's gonna be LB on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation, and I'm gonna go and show it right here. So boom, you're gonna see right here, snap the ball. Boom, you're gonna see I catch the ball. Press LB, and I go in and pitch the ball backwards to my teammate. Now you see how insane that looked, right? You see how insane that was? I pitched the ball, and no matter how far I was, no matter, you know, where I was getting tackled or not, I just press LB, and I could throw the, you know, the ball back. As long as I time it right, I can, you know, pitch the ball back to my quarterback or to, you know, whoever else is on my team, and it's super duper OP because it eventually gets you out of, you know, sticky or, you know, dead situations. They can get you out of a lot of stuff. So I'm going to call timeout right here, and yeah, like I said, pitching that's like the most simple way to do it. There also is a second way to do like a faster kind of like quicker pitch. So the first pitch I showed y'all, you saw kind of like lofted in the air, and it kind of was like a floating pitch. It kind of took a little bit longer to get to my teammate. You can also do like a faster pitch by holding the LB button. So boom, snap the ball. Of course, he just tapped me right there, but you know, the first time, like I said, you tap LB. If you tap LB, it'll do like a floating pitch, but if you hold the LB button, it'll do like a faster, you know, quicker pitch. So I'm going to try it again right here, 4th down, so hopefully we are able to do it. So you can see how I run out. So boom, you see how fast I pitched the ball right there? If you hold the LB button, you'll do a faster, quicker pitch. So if someone's about to tackle you, you need to hurry up and get rid of the ball, you're going to hold LB because it'll do a quick, faster pitch. And the last thing, boys, I do want to show you, boys, with pitching that you can pitch the ball back in bounds. So if you're ever in a situation where you're going out of bounds, or you know you're not going to get your feet down, and you need to pitch the ball back into play and kind of pitch it to your teammate, you can do that. It's kind of like a one-timer mechanic, but it's a little bit easier and it's not as flashy. It's out of bounds, or you're not going to get your feet down. You're going to want to spam LB, and you can basically throw the ball back in play. I can show you guys one more time. Try to do a good example right here, but basically, you know, like I said, it's pretty simple. It's not really that hard at all. Throw it up. Boom, and you see how, like, boom, you saw how I do it right there, and you saw how I kind of threw it back to my teammate, even though I knew I was gonna get tackled, or I knew I was gonna go out of bounds. You could go up in the air and then press LB, and it will throw the ball to your nearest teammate. Next up, boys, at tip number 4, we're gonna be talking about scrambling, boys. So a lot of boys have been asking me how you scramble in this, you know, in this mode, stuff like that. How you scramble is you need to have the defenders rush you. They have to cross the line. They have to, you know, cross the line scrimmage for you to be able to run, you know, with the ball. So boom, you can see I'm on Lamar Jackson right here. I'm gonna try to roll out. You're gonna see Patrick Mahomes, he crossed the line. So if you're ever in a situation where, you know, you trying to, you know, scramble, you know, trying to get, you know, some runs with the quarterback, they have to cross the line. They have to cross it. If they do not cross, like the defenders, if the, you know, the people you're facing, if they do not cross the line, you cannot run with the ball. All right, they have to cross the line. So boom, you're gonna see once again, you see the timer's going off. Boom, boom, boom. If they cross the line, you can do whatever you want. You can scramble, do whatever you want. There's a 4-second timer, so the 4 seconds go by, you don't throw the ball and they don't cross the line, the play is dead. But in those 4 seconds, if they do cross the line, then boom, you can go ahead and scramble. Now they cannot instantly, you know, try to, you know, go after you. They have to wait like a half a second or something. I think it's a second delay where, you know, they cannot cross the line. But once again, boom, once they do cross the line, you can do whatever you want. Also, boys, when you're scrambling in the pocket, make sure, you know, you're scrambling in kind of like a circle. Don't just scramble straight back. Don't just, you know, try to step in the pocket or, you know, just take the sack. Make sure you're actually scrambling, you know, doing it right. So boom, you can see I'm on Lamar Jackson. So when I scramble, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go sideways, then backwards. So that's the best way to kind of scramble. And you see right here how I make the CPU even miss. CPU is insanely cracked, and I just made him miss right there because of how I scrambled. So once again, do sideways, then kind of like swerve like in a circle. Don't just, run straight back. Don't do this. Kind of like run in like a circle and do it like this, and you'll actually make people miss and, basically like move a lot faster behind the line of scrimmage. And now with that, the fifth and final tip, a really quick tip that liables have been asking me is how do you audible and run the ball. So in this mode, you could like basically, audible to different formations and things that nature. There's no more, just set plays like how it was in the yard and stuff like that. It's kind of like, pre-made plays that you kind of like, well, it's not really even pre-made, it's just kind of like simple plays that, they kind of just throw you out there and you kind of like just adjust on the fly. So boom, like I said, you're gonna press X to kind of like bring up like the audible, screen or whatever. You're gonna press X or square, and then boom, you can see with the D-pad, if you go left or right, you kind of like flip, do a bunch of these, plays, these simple plays, and basically the run is gonna be called the YD index. I don't know why it's called this now, but boom, you can see right here, audible to a run. Now I can run the ball with, the running back in the backfield. There's also a counter run. See right here, the boom, I go to the counter, and basically it's gonna do like more of like a counter, kind of like, a misdirection run, and that's gonna be how you do that. So that's how you're gonna kind of audible between these plays. If you see right here, boom, I'm gonna audible to an all-pro, a different formation, and that's how you do audible around these formations and go to a run play and things of that nature. I know a lot of boys have been asking me how do you do it, and that is how you do it. So like I said, you can see I can go to stack right here. You can audible however many times you want, as long as you snap the ball before the timer does run out. So you can audible a gazillion times as long as you do it before the timer runs out. All right, boys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, more bangers just like this one. Until next time, peace.